Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Please stand for the singing of our national anthem. Please remain standing afterward for a moment of silent contemplation of the people of Port-au-Prince in the Republic of Haiti, who today are continuing to endure the aftermath of the terrible earthquake that occurred 1 week ago. Our hearts and thoughts are with the people of Haiti and with all who have lost friends and loved ones there.
True Everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, that was about a 48% response. We're looking for 150%. Good afternoon, everyone. Up front and back, up there too. My name is Farley Flex, and on behalf of the Toronto District School Board, I want to welcome you to Keeping the Dream Alive. I'd also like to thank everyone on stage for the magnificent opening song written by band leader Sam Williams and arranged by our artistic director Ashley Ingram. Give it up for them. And a big thank you to all the choirs, drummers, the amazing AISM dancers, and this very fine orchestra from Agincourt Collegiate. Scarborough's in the house. Well done, guys. And big up for 3D. That's Nicole, Ivana, and Beatrice for that fine rendition of our national anthem. You guys are going to be doing a lot of clapping and screaming, so get used to it. And we'll be hearing more from 3D later in the show. Now, Keeping the Dream Alive is a celebration of our achievements in the areas of social justice, equity, character, and global conscience. These are qualities that were exemplified by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who stood up for equality and justice, not through violent means, but through persistence and determination in the face of injustice. Dr. King had a dream of a society where everyone enjoyed equal opportunity, a society where everyone was first and foremost a human being, and as such was guaranteed certain fundamental rights and privileges, and yes, with certain possibilities. At the back of your concert program, you'll find a copy of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In 1945, the United Nations was established, and one of its mandates was to create an international Bill of Human Rights. It is important to remember that it was like what it was like at that time. The world was in the midst of a terrible struggle between those who believed in freedom and those who did not. Millions of innocent people died during the struggle. In 1948, representatives from 48 countries around the world came together in Paris, France to collectively offer this profound statement on the most fundamental and basic rights that in a just society must be available to every single human being. Because none of us can ever be considered truly free as long as there is injustice and inequality anywhere in the world. But let me stop here for a moment because there's something I need to do. When I was invited to host this event, I was very honored and excited. I owe a lot to the Toronto District School Board because this is where I grew up and this is where I was educated, and I'm grateful to have been given the opportunity to, in some very small way, return the favor. But I'm grateful and excited for another reason. I'm excited because I get to introduce someone to you who's actually a friend of mine, multi-Juno, award-winning, platinum recording artist, the beautiful Deborah Cox from right here in Toronto.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Farley, you are looking dashing.
And you're looking stunning as always.
How's everybody doing? Everybody's good? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you for that kind introduction. It's wonderful to be here with all of you and all of these beautiful young people here in the audience and backstage. Did you feel the energy back there?
Absolutely. Well, you heard it when we came out. It was awesome. So, you know what? I really want to say that I envy the teachers, because imagine how amazing it is for the teachers to work in this type of energetic environment each and every day. I know you guys are proud of your teachers, aren't you? I'll tell you what. Every teacher I've met so far has demonstrated a real passion for kids. But great passion, dedication, and energy is not all it takes. To do the kind of work that they do, they must have a true, deep, meaningful love for what they do. And without their hard work, we wouldn't be here today. Let's give it up for every one of your teachers. 150% noise.
That's right, Farley. Our teachers do an amazing job. And I can tell you, I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for Mr. Desjardins in grade 7, who's an amazingly passionate teacher who loved what he did, and he was very, very, very encouraging. And it was he who believed in me, even at times when I didn't believe in myself. But I want to take it back to what you were saying before about rights and responsibilities, and how if we want to be truly free, we've got to step up and fight for the rights of others. I was reading the program notes backstage, and I was struck by what Martin Luther King said right here in Toronto at Massey Hall. He said that while he was here in Canada, that we may enjoy tremendous prosperity, but there is a storm rising against the privileged minority of the earth. So you're right when you say that none of us can be truly free until there is injustice, until there is no longer injustice and inequality in the world. We all have a responsibility, and we all must do our part. It starts with me, and it starts with you.
Absolutely. And the arts are a great medium to give impetus to change. The arts throughout history have been a driving force in the evolution of our humanity, and it is through the arts that we're making a difference today, raising awareness of the important issues of justice and equality. I know that Dr. King would be proud to look out at this audience and at the performers on stage and see the dream being realized through all the people here. So we want you guys at this point to give yourselves a round of applause.
Yep, that's right. Our society has come a long way in the struggle for equality, but we all know that there's still a long, long way to go. People are making a difference, and we as performers here today who are doing just that. We're making a difference. And through music, you'll see in the next few performances. First up is 13-year-old Mustafa Ahmed from Nelson Mandela Park School. He's being accompanied by Ashley Ingram's protege, Jordan Best.
Absolutely. And shortly after that, we have arriving home from his Busking for Change tour on behalf of War Child, an organization providing relief to child victims of war, for which he raised $50,000 on his tour, which you guys should know. Give him a round of applause as well, and then I'll tell you his name. So give it up nice and loud for the next couple of performers, and also for upcoming Liam Titcomb.
Is it not right to say I am astounded that skin beats love, leaving us surrounded? Those sins beat deeds and dignity remains unfounded. Hard, cold grounds leaving me surrounded, unbounded, trying to resist that I find myself confounded. My heart speaks of only bliss, yet my color makes me ungrounded. I try to earn the wings to fly, apply the force and need to try, but yet I am denied, defied, blame the chain, but why? Because I tried to reach equality, yet I am put aside, erased from my dream qualities. May I be king, but my color makes me unbrilliant. I try to stand tall, but I am shot at and fought at, but still I stay resilient. Where we going? No, it's not my skin, it will last with me. No, it's not my skin, no, it's not my skin. Told by the prophet to love for your brother what you love for yourself, but it seems that love is gone and all is wrong. All thoughts are blocked and dreams schemed, even words with citation withdrawn, and peace in the minds put through termination. I with hesitation see through this discrimination. The segregation was never right. The evil of tongues creation to the not white, molded, unfolded, open up the past on, out of sight, selling rights given to lies with the truth long gone, without a fight, paying the full fee, their dignity, they watch it flee, unintentionally, eyes open but unable to see. The prophet asks, do you love your creator, love your fellow beings first? Could this be worse? Must we separate and desecrate, not be reimbursed, but we pray that one day we can cure this curse. Martin King fought for a dream, but has it truly been fulfilled? As races have been chased and erased, chased, traced and erased, has one love been embraced. Where are we going with this, man? No, it's not my skin, it's what lies within. No, it's not my skin, no, it's not my skin. What if one day the truth can unfold and suffice, as warmth in the heart turns cold like dry ice, guns and knives in the form of insult, words the ammunition, broken lives the result, destruction the main mission. What if one day black kids can be free mentally, and all kids can be strong, not only physically, and there can be true love, and not only accidentally, and we can all learn and teach, not only experimentally, and we can all be free eternally. No, it's not my skin, it's what lies within. No, it's not my skin. No, it's not my skin.
Well, hello, everyone. How you guys doing? Oh, I guess you're having a good time then. This is a pretty beautiful day, and I think this is an incredibly great way to celebrate it. My first experience kind of celebrating Martin Luther King Day years ago when I was in high school, and I had a great teacher named Stephen Lashbrook as a music teacher, and right on. And he really believed in the importance of this day and remembering it and what it stands for and why we keep celebrating it every year. And he convinced me, with many other students, to every year contribute in a Martin Luther King Day concert at Central Technical High School. And yeah, there you go. And we did it, and I was petrified being a skinny white kid with long hair. But it's not about that, and that became clear to me really quickly, and I didn't have to be scared. And I think music is a great example of what brings people together. It doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, music can do that. And this is a song I want to play today called Let My Love, which basically, I mentioned Martin Luther King in it, but it's about all these things going on in the world today. You know, like we have Haiti now, another terrible disaster, but I just feel like we should hope as human beings that our love can keep shining through it all and bring us to a better place someday, and that's why it's called Let My Love. Here we go. Forget about the Alamo and Big John Wayne. There's blood on the desert and dust in your veins. Well, this ain't no movie, it's a real life thing. Just ask John Lennon or Martin Luther King. And I can't turn away, 'cause I know it hurts. The ship goes down and the world just turns. If we don't make it better, it'll just get worse. Oh, let my love keep shining through it. Oh, let my love keep shining through it. Oh, let my love keep shining through it all. Through it all. Well, I know everybody's got to find their own way. Well, some get stoned and some get saved. And some make the money and some get laid. And some spend their whole lives looking for change. And I can't turn away, 'cause I know it hurts. The ship goes down and the world just turns. If we don't make it better, it'll just get worse. Oh, let my love keep shining through it. Oh, let my love keep shining through it. Oh, let my love keep shining through it all. Through it all. Through it all. Smile, Miss America, your still phone rings. You got gold and glitter and other fancy things. Oh, and you got a dream and you make a wish. If you could only fix that satellite dish. And I can't turn away, 'cause I know it hurts. The ship goes down and the world just turns. If we don't make it better, it'll just get worse. Oh, let my love keep shining through it. Oh, let my love keep shining through it. Oh, let my love keep shining through it all. Yeah, you gotta let my love keep shining through it. Oh, let my love keep shining through it. Oh, let my love keep shining through it all. 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 Thank you very much. Let's keep this dream alive, everyone. Thank you.
I'm not white just because my skin is lighter. I'm both black and white. I'm proud to be both.
Just because I Negro does not mean I eat rice and beans every day.
Don't tell me to speak English. I am speaking English.
Not all black people are illiterate. I am a strong student. Newfoundlanders can be brilliant just like everyone else.
Do you really think all Indian people wear turbans?
Don't judge me by my culture. I like the way I am. Dr. King, we are united in our mission for continuing your dream.
I have a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
I am not a gangster because I am Latin. I'm not a gangster because I'm
African Canadian. I do not own guns and go on rampages. Some Asians are
Chinese, Japanese,
Cambodian, Thai,
and Korean. I'm proud to be Vietnamese.
I'm proud to be Chinese.
Punjabi people are not Muslims. We worship at temple, not mosque. If you don't know the difference, ask, don't assume.
Not all Guyanese people are black. We are a diverse group. Not all black people are from Jamaica. Some from Nigeria, some from Trinidad, some from the United States. We are all over.
We are the African diaspora.
I wear a hijab and I'm not oppressed. I read the Quran and I'm proud, not weird.
I read the Bible and I'm proud. I'm Jamaican
I am Guyanese
and I'm for gay rights.
and I am for gay rights.
I'm Jamaican and equity includes you.
I am not slow because of my size. I am not a girl just because I have long hair.
I am not a boy just because I have short hair.
I'm not a nerd because I'm smart and I don't need to answer to random math questions.
If we have disagreements,
We will work it out by talking, not yelling.
I will graduate high school. I will go to college or university.
you will not define me. I will define me.
You will not define me.
I will define me.
I will inspire.
I will shine. I am brilliant.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
All right. How you guys doing so far? 77.4%. How you guys doing so far? This side's got an A+. I think I've got an A over here though. How you guys doing so far? There you go. All right, I just want to tell you a little bit about that video. The contributing schools were John D. Parker Junior School. Where are you? Oh, you can be louder than prouder than that. And Emily Junior School. Emily, I thought you were here. And Smithfield Middle School. And we'd like to thank the teachers as well. And it looks like we have Alva Joy, Carol Allman, Principal, and Angela Andrikopoulos, Rogine Reed, who all coached the kids through that video. Let's give it up for everyone involved.
of change. I could feel it not only musically, but emotionally. People were beginning to do what we had been doing for so many years. They were saying enough was enough. Too many doors had been slammed shut. I had better thoughts about Canada than I had about the United States. This is my country, and I've always been comfortable here. I've always loved it. We certainly have our faults. Right in my hometown, there were demonstrations, people taking to the streets in protest. Ironically, when you think about it, musicians and performers have done this for years. You know, they've gone out on stage and worked with one another. This race with that race. You know, this type of person, that type of person. With no problems. So I guess it means that we're going to have to turn the world into a world of performers, so that they understand what love is all about. The hymn to freedom was written during the upheaval years of the 60s, when it seemed like there was going to be a huge and very awful confrontation in America. I wrote it with hope, because the lyrics personify exactly what I was thinking. When every man joins hands and forever sings in harmony, that's when we'll be free. Martin Luther King wasn't just speaking to America that day. He was speaking to the whole world. And that's why the whole world listened.
And singing the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty. We're free at last.
Every heart
You're supposed to clap when I say I'm back. Come on. I'm joking. So I've got a friend of mine here. We've been friends for, gosh, we won't say how long. But he's one of the most prolific artists that I know. He's got a sense of purpose, a sense of drive, a sense of entrepreneurialism. Can you guys say that word? Wonderful. Okay, and his name is Dwayne Morgan. And Dwayne is a spoken word artist, but he's also a producer and a promoter and many things. He travels the world spreading many, many messages. So I just want to ask Dwayne to share with you now, as a spoken word artist, what is your actual purpose?
For me, it's really just a matter of giving hope and just allowing people to see that they can use whatever talents and gifts they have inside of them to try to affect change with other people.
Absolutely. Well, I guess the best thing to do is to allow you to do what you do, right?
All right, works for
me.
Okay,
so I'm going to ask you to take center stage, and I'll ask the audience to welcome the prolific Dwayne Morgan.
On your mark, get set, and so it begins. On the dark continent of enlightenment, the place from where all history comes, a people who were so ahead of their time they were sending text messages when they only had drums. Out of the starting blocks, we were off to an early lead as world travelers and explorers, sharing our philosophies, creating universities and structures that would make the world stop and wonder before passing the baton on to the relay's next runner in the Caribbean Sea, who lost a bit of ground through the Middle Passage and slavery, but no one said that the race would be easy. So for over 400 years, they continue to run, limping through the pain, knowing that cramps will come and it's gonna hurt sometimes, but you've got to focus and keep going through the plantations, the lynching, and the hate, even when the spectators in the stands call you other than your name, because it is not what we are called, but what we answer to that is important. Victory is an uphill climb, and we've got to continue to rise like Lazarus, knowing that even the slightest of steps can mean so much. Sister Rosa Parks sat down to stand up, so I can't give up as I try to make sense of this baton that's been placed in my hand while I struggle just to be accepted as a man in this world that is more concerned with whether or not I'm endowed down south, when I'm all about being endowed in the places where it counts, in my family and my community, because knowledge of self is like a garden. If it is not cultivated, you cannot reap a harvest. Victory will come to those who choose to run the hardest, and it really doesn't matter if you know the secret, because not everyone will believe enough in themselves to do something with the information. No one was made to be a spectator in life. We are all the active participants in the race to fulfill our destiny. So when the baton comes, take it and run, because failure isn't a crime, but aiming too low is. Because if you reach for the top of a tree, you might never get off the ground, but if you shoot for the stars, you might at the very least get to the top of that tree. So keep your eyes on the prize. I might not get to the finish line with you, but I will continue to strive to carve out my own space before passing this baton on to a new generation of runner, confident in victory, because success, it runs in my race. Peace, y'all.